On this trip, it's Memorial Day weekend, and we headed up the 395 to do some off-roading and to check out Mule Days in Bishop, California. So we had spots at Sherwin Creek Campground next to Mammoth, California. But due to all the snowpack, they canceled our spots. So we ended up down on the 395 next to Big Pine, California, which turned out to be a great thing. We ended up exploring a bunch of areas that we'd never been to before.
I'm wide awake now.
So our first campsite was in Big Pine, California, on the corner of the 395 and the 168. So we headed east about 4 miles to what we thought was going to be an easy trail. But after a few miles, the trail kind of disappeared. So we ended up just cruising up this tight little valley in the hopes that we'd catch another trail sooner or later. And because we were both thinking real easy trail, we didn't even air down or disconnect our sway bar links. But that probably was a bad decision. Okay, hey. Now this section of the trail wasn't difficult at all. And we thought maybe because we didn't air down or disconnect the sway bars, that was the problem. But it turns out he had a giant boulder underneath his rear axle. But good news for me, this is the first time I get to use my winch.
Is he on the boulder?
Now I'm sure we could have stacked up enough rocks to get him out of that situation, but I really just wanted to use my winch for the first time. We eventually made it off the trail and down to the road, which turned out to be perfect timing because our friends Pat and Nikki wanted to meet us at the Copper Top Barbecue. Now this place has some tasty barbecue. Most of us ordered the brisket, while Thomas, on the other hand, ordered the 4-meat platter. It kind of reminded me of the movie The Great Outdoors, when John Candy eats the 96er.
Bon appetit.
But after a few laughs and a few beers, we headed out for another adventure.
Whenever you're lonely, just pick up the phone and call me.
Now that we have Pat, Kaylee, and Nikki with us, the team is complete. And Pat's always been a great navigator, and this next place does not disappoint.
You're my one and only, like I told you. I'll be there. And if you
What do we have over here? What are you doing?
yeah, I'll be there. Your heartache, it kills me, but your loving, it thrills me.
Just doing water girl things.
I'll be there.
Hi. Okay.
Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child. And when we're together, my love, you give me hope and a way to cope. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want more.
I'll be there.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
I got no other hope.
Tightens it up.
Yeah.
More go away.
I'll be there.
Am I as old as I was 2 minutes ago?
My mind is
So you know when you get an ice cream cone and you eat it too fast, or a shake or whatever, and then you get that brain freeze? That's gotta be good for you, right? Okay, so all the bigwigs do the ice whatever, and I see what's going on here. I see what they're cooking.
Ice bath.
I'm wide awake, like I'm ready to be like, hey everybody, it's really cold, but I'm here really
but your loving, it thrills me. Won't you speak those words?
After being in a drought for several years, it's really nice to see all the water rushing out of the mountains from all that snowpack. It's June 1st, and these rivers are probably going to run like this all the way through the summer. And the mountains, they've still got a lot of snow.
And when we're
can walk across the bridge from the Big Creek Campground and make your way up to the Glacier Lodge. There's a cafe there that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have a fishing pond. You can rent cabins. It's also a great place to go hiking or backpacking. They even host events.
No.
Oh, busted.
Keep yelling. A dream car that I've wanted since I was 18 years old. And here's what we have. We got close, I think. Our car.
So the next morning we got up real early so we could off-road all day long. And Pat found us a great location just above Big Pine, California. The trail starts at McMurray Meadows Road and it runs south just alongside the Sierra Mountains. It's good to be back in the dirt. And with the Eastern Sierras as a backdrop, this might just be my new favorite trail. I think you could do this trail in a stock four-wheel drive. However, there are a few obstacles and a few river crossings that you have to plan out.
Hey, we have some rocks to go over.
Okay, we got another mile and a half.
As you ride along on the foot of the Sierra Mountains, if you look off to the left, at times you can see almost all of the Owens Valley and up into the White Mountains. And that's what's so cool about this area. There's so many trails around here to explore. We haven't even touched the White Mountains yet, and I hear there's all kinds of great stuff over there. So I'm excited to get back here as soon as I possibly can to hit up some more trails and gather some more knowledge about the area. Honestly, I'm feeling really lucky right now. I mean, when are we ever going to have a winter like that or a spring like that? I mean, the views right now with the snowpack on the mountains and the rivers rushing down, we are super lucky to be here right now in this moment. And this is what it's all about. This is why I make these videos, to get out here and explore these trails and let you know that you can do it even if you got a stock vehicle. There's so many beautiful places here in California to check out. And I'm just glad to be out here doing this stuff in the great outdoors and able to show it to other people and maybe inspire someone else to get out and do the same thing. Our first water crossing. The water's kind of murky. We can't tell what's under there, so we're taking it nice and slow. But as it turns out, it was no problem for the WJs. Yeehaw! I think everybody really enjoyed this section. It was a short-lived section, but it was still fun to kind of traverse over the top of these boulders and figure a way around.
There you go. That way, straight. You got it. Turn this way a little bit. Straight, go straight now. There you go. Should be good. Might hit your pumpkin. No, you're clear. Go ahead. Yep.
At this point, it was getting close to lunchtime, so we just cruised around looking for the best location so we can post up and look at the Sierra Mountains and have lunch and just kick back. And we thought this meadow was going to be a perfect place for lunch. And when we got out of the car and looked down at the grass, it was moving. I mean, not from the wind, from bugs. So we had to move on. So we ended up parking on the edge of the meadow. That way we get the view of the meadow and the mountains, but no bugs.
Right. Boys, just don't get me better than this.
I think we sat up here for a couple of hours just eating lunch, enjoying the views, laughing and joking. We kind of went to check out the trail a little bit further up the road, but ultimately decided it was getting late and it was time to head back. And just like that, it's Monday, the weekend's over, and our friends are going home. And we're really gonna miss them. But we took the whole week off, so in the next couple of days we're heading up to Aspendale and Bishop Creek, and we're gonna camp out there and take you guys along for the ride.
We're at the top of the mountain and hopefully we make it down.
And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Wait, I didn't do that right. Say that again.